transition. Not the usual fade to black or the joyful bubbles, but something altogether much more sinister. Whoa, more sinister than bubbles. It was a fiery transition. Almost like the previous screen had just burned up.
Well,
by all appearances, we were now in SpongeBob's mind.
Or an episode of Bonanza.
It was full of pom bears. In his dream, his nightmare. It appeared to be Bikini Bottom. Oh, but there was something very, very wrong.
Oh, God.
The whole city seemed in shambles, much like this story. The horizon, blood red.
Drink.
Yes!
The buildings burning, ... SpongeBob was just walking down the road. It seemed the typical path he would normally take to the Krusty Krab. Matt was there having a... Didn't want to do shit. The people around him. Oh dear God, I still remember it. The blood-curdling screams.
Are you serious?
At this moment, I realised that there was something very wrong. This had no appeal to children. Hell, most adults would find this boring. Sorry, would find this a bit morbid at this point.
I'm pretty sure they wouldn't,
The scream. Oh, the scream. It was of someone in great pain, being tortured, or slowly dying. A blood-curdling, and in all caps, sounds like Popeye.
A blood-curdling...
Popeye the Sailor Man, he's come for revenge on SpongeBob. I would have been a big TV star if it wasn't for you. Like, aren't you like
Jesus.
20 years out of date or something? Fuck you, spinach.
Literally, how many G's are in that? It's like 27 G's in there.
Like 20 years too late. Fuck you, spinach.
It's about 40 G's with that.
Fucking hell, 40 G.
At this point, I couldn't see who it was coming from. It could have been somebody from the next door neighbour from Home Improvement who's in all my episodes for some reason. Just SpongeBob walking, slowly, silently, as the screaming slowly continued. We should have made a drinking game out of the word slowly.
Yeah.
Getting louder and louder. Oh God. I almost wanted to claw my eyes out.
I really wish
That's
you
a
did.
bit extreme. Like, oh, that's like an unpleasant episode of SpongeBob. Oh yeah, the way that does, the really bad episodes of SpongeBob. I've always wanted to claw my eyes out.
Yeah, I always want to claw my eyes out when I have to watch the one with the damn splinter.
Oh God, that's a horrible
You
episode.
sound like Orson Welles. Then. Whoa!
Oh, the French.
Tango.
just be like, where does tango come from? Is that
Oh,
from?
Dublin.
Dublin. All right. And who makes Fanta? Is that American?
Yeah.
Coca-Cola.
Is it Coca-Cola? Yeah.
I feel like that's
the American Fanta.
No, I think Fanta's the one that's American.
Has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is an Irish orange soda by Tango. Inspired. It's
That's so
the same American excellence.
We need to
banging the tango.
we need to like.
That's going to be my tweet of the day. Just finger banging some tango. You know when you've been tangoed.
God.
Jacob, this is
again.
Jacob, this is bringing it out, but I hope it does. But see, I want you to record an episode like where you do the impression with something like, but you've all, got all your friends, so when you start banging all these other friends,
just hide all the arms. Yeah. Start coming out like that.
Want me to read it?
Inspired by that same French excellence. I saw the source of the screams. It was terrifying, horrible,
arousing,
terrifying, horrible, inhuman. It was Patrick hammered into a stake, almost like the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. As we all know, Jesus was hammered into a stake.
Also, I like the comparison of Jesus Christ
and
an aspect of God who died for our sins, Patrick Starfish.
Can we get a split screen of like Jesus with the crown of thorns and like Patrick trying to eat an ice cream or some shit? Or just when he's like upset that he can't see his forehead.
He needs a star anyway, so he's gonna have his arms out like that.
Wait a minute, star, pentagram. Hey, Patrick's the Antichrist.
How in God's earth?
I was gonna say Star of David. He's actually the true Messiah.
Well, you need to have you need to be like a really long dick or something to do. Let's compare Patrick Starfish.
That's so fucking bizarre. I thought that you could not reach further, could you?
The crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
Well, what else is like
The person.
seeing
The movie.
Mr. Krabs reminded me of Leonardo da Vinci and his work as
It's Jesus Christ, the man, the legend.
the starfish.
The fragrance.
The experience.
Messiah from Calvin Klein.
Like, sacrifice, forgiveness, truth.
So now we've got the Jesus Christ cologne.
A man
I
dying on a
already smell like my bloodstream is entirely wine. Like,
It's true.
Gin in your case.
So you want me to do this?
please do.
Okay.
Check
But also, his stomach, oh god, it had been torn open.
Of course it has.
His entrails slow leaking out.
Sorry, the amount of times I've heard this now.
Well,
His
so I'm not entirely
entrails
sure.
are coming
Do
out.
starfish have entrails, or are they just like some sort of weird...
Yeah, starfish is pretty much just some weird
It's like
thing.
blob
I'm
thing.
pretty sure they have stuff inside of them, but no.
Yeah, they wouldn't. But to be fair, he's
They
like
have their brains
anthropomorphized,
like
isn't
in the
he?
middle or something.
Brains,
They don't.
brains.
They don't actually have a brain. It's not the joke.
Oh,
Isn't that why Patrick Starr's an idiot?
I suppose, yeah.
True.
The look on his
Space sponges
face,
don't have brains either.
seeing Spongebob ...
Don't
He seemed
starfish eat
relieved
sponges.
for a moment.
Yes.
Almost as if his salvation had come. His eyes began to water, just staring at Spongebob, almost beckoning. His eyes spoke for him.
He's giving
They
SpongeBob the
screamed,
fuck me eyes.
"Please, oh God, please help me, ... We then transitioned over to Spongebob, and he now, ... just stood there, staring back at Patrick, watching his friend slowly suffer and
Surely
die.
he then just stood there. Like he now just stood there.
He is just stood there.
Yeah,
He
like
will be stood there.
That's just fucking weird. That's just bad.
He
grammar.
there stood there.
Well, that's not what?
It was like Patrick then began to weep slowly, almost as if he understood something that I, the viewer, did not.
Sorry, I don't understand either.
Yeah.
Well, I think he's doing a great job of describing the environment he's in.
It's like SpongeBob then began to open his mouth, slowly in a slow, almost satanic, demonic.
Slowly in a slow way. Yeah, that's pretty much implied in the word slowly, you cunt.
Basically, what this guy...
What was it?
The Department of Redundancy Department.
That's it.
It's like almost satanic, demonic voice. He whispered, ... Suffer, fat one.
Oh, that one!
You, this whole town brought this upon themselves, ... And then he turned and slowly walked away.
Well, so like go back to I like the way he used, almost satanically. Like that's a very good description. Like what was satanic about the way he opened his mouth?
Satanic and demonic,
Yeah.
like they're the same thing.
In this context, yeah, I suppose.
At this moment, I screamed out in horror. ...
Why?
Almost praying that someone would hear me. Someone would walk in. It would
Why?
cost-
Because Patrick Starfish should die for your sins.
Just, can you imagine, right, if they were in the middle of doing some really important editing in the other room, this is like for some reason an old editing suite and they don't use it anymore, but they've forgotten about the computers in there or whatever, right? And then they hear this screaming coming from this twat in the other editing suite. They come in and be like, what the fuck are you interrupting our shit for? And it's like, oh, Patrick died. It's like, oh, fuck off.
Get out, you
Get the
fired.
fuck out.
Like, it
No
would-
wonder you
He talked about his internship being in jeopardy, yeah.
Yeah, you will if you scream around the studio, you twat.
Well, more importantly, I wanted them to remake all of the Bible just using SpongeBob characters.
SpongeBob quotes.
Patrick Starfish is Jesus Christ.
Just, oh, Squidward, we all came as soon as we were sure you were dead.
And I was like, is SpongeBob meant to be Judas in this
No,
capacity?
SpongeBob's clearly the devil.
Alright.
Squidward can be Judas. And I don't really like this. I only know like two more SpongeBob characters, so.
Sandy Cheeks. Mary Magdalene.
Fucking, yeah, just do the whole cast. It's just literally The Last Supper, all Squidward characters.
Like,
So, Squidward.
So Squidward.
I'm Squidward. No, I'm Squidward.
This is
You're a
Spot-
Squidward, I'm Squidward, I'm Squidward! Are there any other Squidwards I didn't know about?
It would cost me my internship, but anything to end this.
Oh, shut up, you whiny cow!
Now you may find yourself thinking, why don't you just stand up and attempt once more to escape?
Well, I'm not thinking that. I'm thinking, please don't write again.
I couldn't, ... Something deep down inside me told me if I moved, I would regret it. I had to finish
I
watching.
hate pastas
I
like this!
just had to.
No! You fucking get it! They always annoy me, these ones. It's like, oh, I had to watch it.
Well, Toby,
I had
like,
to
Toby,
watch it.
why-
You're not being forced down to watch it, you piece of shit, like Clockwork Orange, you cunt!
Why are you always surprised? Every single time we sit down to read a pasta, you get annoyed.
Not all the time. Sometimes.
Yes, all the fucking time.
No, sometimes I'm quite somber.
Sombra.
Sombrero.
Sometimes I'm a giant Mexican hat. All right.
Yeah.
And I want to thank you guys for not bringing it up. All right.
Toby has this condition where sometimes he's a giant hat.
Yeah.
We've all been too nice to talk about it before. So.
I mean, we're going to start, trying to get the equal rights for hats. Hat people.
I'm sorry that when at Halloween that you get on us for cultural appropriation.
I'm sorry that Halloween people think you're dressed as a Mexican. So no, it's a skin condition.
SpongeBob then continued down the road. ... Slowly approaching.
Of course!
Moving around at the speed of Sponge.
Don't got no place to go really slowly.
And talk about slow.
Approaching the Krusty Krab.
Slowly.
In the background, you could now hear more screams.
You can slowly hear now more screams.
You can now hear Matt Dixon having a Krabby Patty.
Some were horrible, blood-curdling ones. You could tell they came from one in great agony. But there had been one new sound thrown in.
What?
A horrible, twisted laugh. One of great malice. Almost as if someone had been hunting an animal and thoroughly enjoying himself all too much. You could hear them very distinctly, fading away into the background. As if
Sorry, is there a level of fun one is supposed to have hunting? You get to a level where you cross a line.
Oh boy!
But it's all too much.
Can't wait to shoot that deer in the fucking head, yeah!
It's like, yeah, that's fine. But I'm going to shoot his fucking cunt kids too. Alright, it's time to go home.
Yeah.
You got too much of the hunting vibe on you.
The Huntington's disease.
Fading away into the background as if they were chasing something in the other direction. You could hear them. ... Oh, even faded, it was still heart-stopping.
Are you serious? It even put in.
Yeah, he wrote gahaha. Yeah. He wrote gahaha as if he was writing dialogue for Bowser. This is Bowser here. You can never pass my test, Mario.
Hello, I'm Electrical Beast.
He doesn't say hello, he's like, hey. Hey, this is Electrical Beast, aka the Jolteon of Let's Plays.
The Jolteon of Let's
Playing
Plays.
Mario 64.
Is that what he said?
Who's this bellend you're talking about?
Oh my god, he's the greatest.
He's the
like,
worst.
No,
Actually, no,
like,
worst.
honestly, he's
Not
like,
worst.
he's really sweet. He's like some autistic man-child.
Oh, I
who-
think you told me that.
Let's Play games like Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario 6. He did like 100 episode Let's Play of Super Mario 64, and when he finished it, like it was around Christmas, and he was like, "So this is my present to you. So Merry Christmas."
And then
it's
he
like the
did the
jolliest person ever. And he like when like the emulator lags out and stuff, he just gives it like fan fictiony reasons for doing it. It's like Bowser's using his time machine to slow things down.
And then he did a game of like real life, and he just was like walking around with his camera.
And he was like first, he was like a fucking POV of it was called Let's Play Real Life.
Yeah.
We're gonna derail the whole episode to talk about this because it was so great. Because I've just been meaning to show you this, and he goes up to a bin that's like shaped like a penguin, and he goes, "Now that is a very creative bin."
He's so adorable.
Continue on.
The fucking best, man.
SpongeBob seemed unfazed, as if he was almost used to it. ... You could now slowly hearing clattering behind him. Slowly.
Oh my god.
Breaking.
Right, so we haven't a drinking day now. I say we turn this into one. Have a little
Yeah.
counter for slowly.
Yeah, definitely.
Breaking the mind-numbing silence. ... It sounded
Slowly.
almost as if something was crawling slowly
Oh,
towards him. God. SpongeBob then slowly turned.
Jesus fucking Christ.
serious. We get it. He's a bit slow.
As if he expected
I think
this.
the author's more than a bit.
You know
slow,
how
Jesus.
like every time someone says "B" in the B movie, you speed up. Every time it says like, it just slows down.
Right. As if he expected this, as he slowly turned his face, slowly came
Just
into view.
fuck off.
Slowly.
Just fuck off. How do you mean? Right. There aren't any more definitions of slow. There's slow, there's a bit more slower, and then there's a slowish. You can't go slower than the slower.
Alright, okay, listen. Somebody in the audience needs to make this video, right? Like Matt just suggested. It's this entire video, but every time we say slow or slowly, the video just slows down.
Came into view.
See how long it would be.
His
3
eyes.
hours.
They
It's
changed.
gonna end up being like 4 times longer than the universe.
They no longer seemed to be his normal, happy, joyful-looking eyes. They were blood red and full of malice,
They were only
hate,
colour I
and
know.
anger. One would expect this face from a demon. Hell, even the devil himself would find this look fitting. I myself now slowly began to...
Being a personal friend of Satan, yeah, I know what he does and doesn't like.
I myself now slowly began to weep, with no end to this horror in sight.
And as I begin to slowly cock this slowly gun into my slowly head,
Unfortunately, the bullet's gonna take ages to get out of the barrel.
as the bullet slowly exited the chamber, as I slowly pulled the trigger, slow death.
It's as if this is like now slowly going through a Salvador Dali painting, and just everything slowing down and melting into each other.
No, because that would be interesting.
Yeah. His eyes now fixed on something. It slowly transitioned over. It was Patrick. ... Dear God. ... Oh my God, forgive me. No human should be forced to see that.
What an animated cartoon!
Seeing their Lord and Saviour being revived.
His entire lower body was now missing,
So
with his
basically,
intestines slowly trailing behind him, the trail of blood behind him. What
Wow.
was
Was it
left?
slowly drying?
What was left of his arms had
as
huge
the
holes in
paint
them,
slowly dried on the walls.
almost as if something had been torn out of them. The nails. Had he ripped himself off the stake? His face slowly came up. His eyes
off.
beckoned one more to Spongebob, but this time they said something different. He slowly began to speak, and I'll never forget those words.
What did he say?
Kill me.
Oh.
He said those magic words. Ooh-ee, ooh-ah-ah, ting-tang, walla-walla.
Can you not do it in Patrick's voice for us?
Kill me! Oh, hang on.
Someone do that, because I can't.
I remember how Patrick talks.
It's just like,
It's just like a really
This
exaggerated.
is the read.
It's like a really
Kill me.
exaggerated, like stupid voice.
Kill me!
SpongeBob!
Kill me.
Kill me!
Kill me!
Please!
I'm sorry.
Please, SpongeBob! Kill me! Please!
I'm sorry. ... We're all sorry.
Just one more! Just end the please!
Just
I
a
can't
tip.
take the pain! Ah.
Toby, that's really creepy. You sound like the zombie dad from Majora's Mask.
Ah. Ah. Ah.
SpongeBob responded with a hellish tone, even worse than before.
SpongeBob responded with the song of
you
healing.
take over now, please.
You ask for forgiveness from me?
Fuck's sake!
Do you take me as your god? You will receive no divine forgiveness from me. You see, it's my job to make you suffer. Burn, fat one. And with the flick of a wrist, arms,
Whoa, that one.
hellish arms seemed to just spout from the ground, grabbed a hold of him. It was alright though, because both SpongeBob and Patrick were just Chris Ball's green screened in, and tore him down into what seemed an endless, hellish abyss.
Slowly.
I like how often they have like words that are missing, like into what seemed an endless. Right, there's words missing there, yet he makes sure to add unnecessary words like satanic and slowly again and again.
Slow.
Like, just moron.